Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Yo-Yo's World. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you for joining me. Today is your girl Oyoyo. If you're out there, hop in, let's have this conversation. Korra Obidi and Mr. Korra Obidi reconcile. Is that possible? Is that a new thing? Is that 2025 New Year resolution from Korra? Let me know what you think in the comment section as you come into this live stream. Welcome once again. Thank you for joining Oyoyo's World today on an amazing conversation. And before we continue, we want to say a little prayer for the state of California in the US of A that is going through a lot of things right now. A lot of people in California have lost their homes, businesses, burnt down, schools burnt down, banks. A lot of people are being affected as we speak, and may God help them at this difficult time. May God comfort them, encourage them, and strengthen them at this most difficult time in history. So, welcome to my live stream. Thank you for joining me today. My title said Korra and Mr. Korra Obidi reconciled. Let me know what you think with that my title as you jump in. And my Sorry, that was my thumbnail. My title said possible reconciliation between Mr. Korra Obidi and Korra Obidi. Let me know what you think. And why am I looking at this conversation from this perspective? I'll let you know about that. As you come in, don't forget to like the live stream for me. Don't forget to share and don't forget to give your opinion in the comment section. As always, thank you guys for joining me. If you're meeting me for the first time, I say my name is Oyoyo. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, do me well by subscribing if you like what I do here. And if you're yet to follow me on Facebook, do me well by following me. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. Welcome, all of you. Joe, thank you for joining me today. Thank you so much. And indeed, thank you for joining me. I don't think so. Yep. You can never say never. Anything is possible. So far, we are humans and we are still existing. Anything is possible. So I will never say, you can never say never. So Joy is saying amen and amen. Over 2,000 homes destroyed. No be moi moi. It's like a whole city is being, you know, affected a whole city. Let me give an example, Joe, so you can understand what it looks like. I don't know which city is large in Lagos, but let me use Ikeja for example. Okay, Ikeja gets all to Ikeja Cantonment, GRA, all the way to Maryland, Anthony Road. Imagine all of those axes, all the buildings, the schools, banks, homes. Imagine all of them, and then cars, because at some point there is no way to drive, so you can't even drive your car and run. So a lot of destruction done already by that fire. And don't think it's just about properties and things. Also, people I'm beginning to see that maybe they will have other casualties apart from just properties. So our prayers goes to the state of California and all the cities that have been affected. If you have a loved one in California, this is the time to reach out and this is the time to put that call through and check on them to know they're doing well. All right, welcome all of you. Nelly, thank you for joining. Nelly is saying, hello, everyone. Heck no. She just wants to handle things behind the scenes and not on social media. I want to believe that, but Nelly, like I said, you never say never. Beverly said no, she just don't want her name be still linking to him in 2025 onward. But that request, if that's what Cora is asking, is actually too way too far. But it's not gonna happen because, as a matter of fact, they have things that is joining them together. The care. So people will continue to make reference to both of them. There is no way that is going to be possible. But like I said, never say never. It can still happen. All right. As you join me today, Trending G's with Octavia Cora is on Facebook, guys. Do me well by clicking on that Facebook. Follow the Trending G's with Octavia. It's my girl entertainment daily. You guys enjoy her analysis on YouTube, you as well enjoy her analysis on Facebook. So go there, catch up with her and tell her that you sent you. UK's family show. I was just enjoying your live stream a short while ago. I don't know that you're already done with your beautiful massage mattress. I saw you, UK. I watched your videos, but I can't catch up because you come live all the time. I can't catch up. Anyone I see online, I hop in, I listen, I watch, I give a like, I continue to watch from the background. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. And Nelly is starting me out well today with a superstar. Yeah, superstar. Thank you so much for 199. I appreciate that. I am out and about. Can't respond much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So my topic is talking about possible reconciliation between Mr. Korra Obidi and Korra Obidi. Do you guys see that coming? And a lot of ladies in the comment section are saying no, that they just want to, Korra wants her name and the man name out of people on social media. And to me, I said, you never say like that. Anything is possible. So hopefully, hopefully, anyway, all right. He has too many flags. I mean I believe you're making reference to red flags. This one is not only red flag, danger flags. We should be calling it specifically with like what it is. Danger, red zone, red hazard. What else is in the negative? Red hazard flags, red zone, red. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let me get to serious. All right, he has too many red flags. Cora just wants to co-parent in peace. Just because you have children, you will not be connected for 18 years. Yeah, you will be connected for 18 years. Yeah, just because of the children, that is absolutely true. They will be connected for now. I'm counting down, started counting down since the beginning of this last year. They'll be connected for another 16 years. Once the little baby is 18, to your tent, O Israel. Okay. Joy is of the opinion that mommy, once a soldier is always a soldier. A narcissist don't change, and God had just helped her scale through, and she wants to go back again. No, my lady is here saying she's not going back. Hey, Joy David, where have you been? She just wants to co-parent in peace. I like that. Beverly said kids are involved, but why he has to be mentioned on a daily basis. Most divorce have kids involved without so much drama. That's a very good point you're making there, Beverly. And I must say why. Let me try to take us a little back so we can understand the reason why their divorce became this messy. It was because he brought the affairs on social media. Okay. If you're going through a divorce and because you're a public person, you can put a statement. Usually, coming from a lawyer's perspective, I would tell you, you don't have to just write any kind of statement. You let a legal person, maybe your attorney, your advisor, to put out a statement on your behalf. You don't go to bloggers granting interview, talking down on your ex, and expecting not to be sagad. It's not possible. So the reason why it was so messy was because he gave you the news to the hands of those looking for a way to monetize Facebook, a way to make money from social media, and they ran with it. Especially when you are the person in the picture, throwing information that happened behind closed doors out there. They will believe that that's the authentic information because it's coming from the horse's mouth, and they will make it however they want it because the game wasn't to co-parent in peace. The game wasn't to just divorce quick peacefully. The game was to deport, take away the case from her. It was all negative agenda. The intention was never right from the get-go, and that was why. I'm happy for most of you saying she wants to co-parent in peace. I'm happy to hear that because there is nothing as beautiful as co-parenting in peace. 16 years to come is not 16 days, it's not 16 months. So it's not something you wish away with a twinkle of an eye. No. it takes time. So if that's Korra's new agenda on how to co-parent in peace, I love that. But not at the detriment of those that saved you. Not at the detriment of those that kept you away from depression, anxiety, not at the detriment of those that supported you, stood by you, held your hands to make sure you do not drown. That was where the error came from. Okay. There is nothing, like I said, as good as co-parenting in peace. I have a lot of co-workers that are no longer together, but they do the drop-off, pick-off, and all of that, and life goes on. And if you go to schools in America, you see a lot of kids that they are no longer, their parents are no longer together, and they manage themselves nicely. So it's a great idea coming from Cora. But you guys know we keep it straight here. I have made this plea to Mr. Korra Obidi's camp 2 years ago. Take over this narrative, put out a statement, make a video. I did that last year, several videos. Call your minions to order, tell everybody to back off. When the court granted them judgment of October 24th, I came back again to say, please, now that Mr. Korra was off Facebook, telling everybody, I am tired, I'm exhausted, I want to take a break, you guys should give him the break. I made all of those videos. And as well, telling Korra the same thing. Like I said, nothing wrong in co-parenting in peace. But at the same time, there are ways to pass messages across. Because it looks funny that you're coming to, apologize to the man that in one way or the other, you have even told your Koreans that they should, anything they find, they should let you know. You get it? You know, that whoever that is doing the they should. So you gave them the ammunition to fight on your behalf, to defend you, to justify the reason why they should stop, bullying you on social media. Then you coming back saying the person is a perfect ex-husband, a perfect father, a perfect this. When you were enjoying the game, you were saying they come back to you, see, you have to start doing hospital runs. So it's like you're speaking with from the both sides of the mouth. And that's where a lot of people got confused. A lot of people were seriously affected by that statement Cora made in Nigeria in the Air Peace aircraft. It did not go well with a lot of people. I'm going to read comments and I will tell you, we are going to go through one or two comments of the real people that what they felt after that comment, especially the true Koreans. We're going to review all of that today. Thank you guys again. Welcome to my live stream. It's going to be an interesting evening. Q Lady D, thank you for joining. Sandra, thank you for being here. So let's see. Um, Jill said, Mommy, that solution of phase doesn't apply to a narcissist. Co-parent in peace. Joe, we did Facebook now, so we're gonna see. Sandra said Cora doesn't want anything to do with him. He just wants to stay in peace. I agree with you. That's a good New Year resolution, and I pray that comes to happen for her. I really pray. Joy is of the opinion. So, did he know kids were involved when he brought down their pages out of negative jealousy towards Cora and even bringing it on FYP. Okay, for you page. Okay. Um, Julie Didi said baby A is his twin and his Tom. Can't wait to see how he will reap the hell he sowed to her mom. There's always that child that will challenge your patience. There's always that child, and that's what people are seeing from the she's a very strong person. She has a strong personality. You can even see that as little as age 2, very strong personality, and you can't take that away from her. Hi, Barbara. Thank you for joining me today. Joy David said, not only those 16 years, when June is graduating and marrying, both of them will come together. Grandchildren not will always bring them, grandchildren will always bring them together. She has Mr. Romantic now. Mm, okay. But you know, it's until Mr. Romantic puts ring on it, okay? The person is as free as a bird, right? I don't know. I think what Beyonce said. If you do what put ring on it, right? So it's until Mr. Romantic puts ring on it, um, it's still anybody, catch, if I'll put it that way. Joe is of the opinion again that if God was to be a man, let me not complete the statement. It's better you don't because we've seen so many things happen on social media. We've seen the highs and lows, especially regarding Korra's divorce, the highs, the lows, the insult, the dragging, the name calling. Where am I even going to make reference to and leave the other? Is he saying that this my ex is this so oh no no no, the name calling was out of this world. But I'm glad Cora is coming back in 2025 with a positive attitude, with a good energy, kind of positive energy. She wants to take it from a different perspective. I've fought and fought for over 2 years. I am tired. Now I want peace. If it requires me saying an apology to my ex that have embarrassed you, disgraced you, dragged you, called you names, called you HOE, and all the rest, I'm gonna do that. And I think that's what Cora is thinking about doing seriously. He's a good father, so he's no longer a bad father, a good father. A lot of things said. And you can find most of this thing I'm making reference to the video Cora made on her way back to, back to America on Facebook, one of the live streams she did while she was in Qatar waiting for her flight. All right, let's see. Q Lady D said, no matter how much peace we want, everyone must reap what they sow. Period. I love the fact that you're very factual with that statement. Beverly said, is not every blogger that contacted her in the derogatory way that triggered her. Why every blogger feels offended? There is a lot of bloggers that she appreciated so much and she didn't copyright. Yeah, yeah, you can say that. All right. Mm. But she can't talk badly. She can't talk of him badly. She's only trying to create peace. Yeah, I love peace too. I'm an advocate of peace, so I love peace. Joe said, anytime you're mentioning this co-parenting in peace, it's sounding straight to me. Like for real, if depression had by Cora, would this day be happening? We are glad she's alive and doing well. So we are glad that they are getting another leave of, a new leave of life. And I really look forward to seeing them parent in peace. That's what I would desire for them 2020 25. Those were my concluding statements in my last year vlog, not vlog, live stream between the two of them. I've called everybody to call their calm to to calmness, to control their calm so that they can be able to obey the court judgment. Because if they don't, this divorce might start all over again. So if that's what Cora is, if that's the hands Cora is, extending to the ex, is a very good one. And I hope the ex will extend the same hand of positivity towards Cora because it's very important. It has to be, vice versa, not one sided. I hope as Cora is extending, he's also reaching out to extend the hands of peace and hands of co parenting in peace. All right. Like I promised you guys, because to be honest with you, I was shocked to my bones when I saw that a lot of people were affected by that Cora statement in Nigeria. I was like, wow, there is so much emotion invested. Unbelievably. I was like, I thought these people were just content creating. So it went beyond content creating. It went beyond that. They got so personal, they got so attached that those things weighed them down. All right. So I'm gonna pull up some comments so that we can read together. A lot of people, when that statement came up, were worried about King Esther. King Esther was one of my source of information because I can't catch up with Korra. I've said it multiple times. So I always go to Esther for references to get the facts, because I don't want coming here to just talk. We have to have the facts, either the videos, the statement, the write up. So King Esther was a very resourceful page that everybody ran to, those days to find out what was happening. But since the court thing was ended, and I kind of took a break about it, telling everybody to calm down, let them concentrate, let them co-parent in peace until they start talking about calling CPS on Cora again, that the baby touched hot pan, the baby was not wearing panties and all of that in the video. So I came out again to make videos telling them, if you have had a toddler in your life, maybe your niece, your nephew, or maybe your own child, you'll be able to understand that that age is age of exploration. So they were going to do whatever they want to do until they learn from it. We all made those videos. If you want to check out my list of live stream. You're going to find them there. So eventually, King Esther came out to address her audience on Facebook. And all right. So the first post she made when after Cora's live stream talking about it, she said she posted a badly beaten face of someone, and she made a very lengthy statement about two or three paragraphs. And she was using that picture as an illustration of how she felt after Cora said what she said about Koreans. So later, she now came to say them to greet everyone because people were really concerned and worried about her. I'm gonna read this post because that's the one I want to make reference to. So she said, "Hello everyone, I'm very much okay. Please encourage everyone to move peacefully. Please don't become the people you fought against for 3 years. Please don't allow love turn hate. You are all amazing, and I appreciate every one of you for taking all my wahala, including the mango tree shenanigans. Did you know I fell and broke my hand on one of my many visits? I would take similar ride with you guys over and over again. I love you guys." Then under that particular post, I noticed some of the key supporters of Korra leaving comments, commending King Esther for her genuineness and for her love towards Korra, you know, her genuine love towards Korra. And if you go there, most of them were just, commending her, encouraging her, thanking her for how she fought with Cora and all of that. It was based on the comments, you know, on this particular post that I got to understand how a lot of people they call Koreans felt. When I mean they call Koreans, those that supported Cora, those that encourage her to even go ahead and start a GoFundMe fund, those that raised good money, not $500. I'm talking about good money in that GoFundMe account. They all expressed their opinion. And I was like, wow, I didn't know this was really, that it hit home really hard. So when I read that, I started understanding why a lot of women felt the way they felt. And a lot of people also said that Cora, had apologized and saying that it wasn't, she was just angry because of what people said and all of that. We've done a live stream similar to that in my previous last two live streams. If you want to catch up, you can go there and catch up to hear my opinion. So now that I've talked about that, I'm gonna read few comments because King Esther was one of the, if not number one supporter, if I'll put it that way. So let me read up. Facebook is giving them as most relevant, but I'm going to, yeah, I will read the very short ones. Okay. So I don't care. Reloaded said there is only going to be one King Esther. None can come close. I'm glad that I have come to know you and love you. If you guys noticed, there was a particular page on Facebook that, you know, gave the name is Mr. Korra. That one automatically changed his name to the Oyibo man or whatever. And so all of them were the people that reacted. I'm trying to, read the ones that I know you guys might understand. The African Oyibo said, King Esther, you are loved, appreciated, and respected by us. Your advice is also appreciated. And another person called King Esther, thank you so much for your advocacy. I'm reading the ones that I know are the core Koreans, okay? Those ones that put their money where their mouth is. You are beautiful, King, Queen. Where is your coffee link? So people were asking on how to support King Esther. That I was like, oh, so King Esther must have felt, pained, felt bad because she was actually following through Mr. Korra Obidi. She was following through how the kids were faring, what was going on. And that brings me to the question, who indeed sent those things that provoked Korra? Who could that be? Which blogger sent it? Some people are of the opinion that they weren't Korra's fans. Some people were of the opinion they were Korra's fans. So, who do you think sent that or those emails that triggered Korra to come after her Koreans? What do you think? Let me know what you think in the comment section. All right. I'm going to read more comments and we'll continue. All right. Joe said, what I don't want, we don't want peace, mommy. Joe, you can be, not this year. This is a different year. And this is January. So we need to sow the right seed that will take us through the 365 days. Okay. I just hope his partial contact. Hey, Joe, will not spark. Joe, no. The cables are well in place now, hopefully. There is no partial contact or anything here. Sandra said, my own is I don't understand why Jeba is writing posts in her page insulting Cora, saying nothing. See, Sandra, this afternoon I saw Sade, I think it's Sade or Shades of Jade or something like that, was live and she was talking about Jeba. If you've been following me, you know I never wanted to talk about Jeba in my live stream. It was something that made me talk about it, and that was when the issue of the pinky and all of those things came out. The reason why I never wanted to talk about Jeba was I don't trust Jeba. I'm sorry, I have to say that. I never trusted her, and I said it. People should take whatever she's offering with as like a pinch of salt. That's how you should take it, because you can't tell me you were with somebody plotting against the ex, and then when the going became sour for both of you, you flipped and started talking about your lover. I don't take those kind of people seriously. That's me. So whatever she's writing now, I'm sorry, I will even see them because I don't follow. Okay. Q Lady D said, the situation will never go away as long as Mr. Korra keep making video. People want him to eat all those evil words he said. Q Lady D. I don't even want to remember those evil words, sincerely, because it was so drowning. It was very depressing. It was nothing but negative. I'm happy that, like they say, time heals the wound. I guess people are getting over some things. I just want to leave it there because I can't even imagine someone calling the mother of his children those names, saying they like clubhouse in Lagos, that the private is like a clubhouse in Lagos, all manner of things. I can't even imagine. But it's better we leave them, as those things that happen in 2024. Trends with Octavia, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Kuli Dede said true. She would get in trouble mentioning him. Yeah, yeah. Those people that are dragging Korra will not was not we are not Koreans. The haters come in disguise. They are even subscriber. Oh, subscriber to her page. Wow. Wow. But look at it, Beverly. I don't want to believe that those that say they called CPS against Mr. Korra are from Mr. Korra's gang. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. What do you think? Because if they are, remember when they called CPS on Korra, they called CPS on Korra, and the people calling the CPS on Korra were Mr. Korra Obidi's people. So I don't want to believe. Guys, give me a second. I need to plug my phone. Give me 1 second, okay? It's getting dark here. All right. Sorry about that. So I don't want to believe that those that called wrote Cora saying they call CPS on Mr. Cora because your child was not taken care of, that your child was feeling ill. I want to believe some of them are Koreans because it will make if Koreans were the ones looking after and reporting Mr. Korobidi, not Mr. Korobidi's team reporting him. The logic there is not thinking. That's what I think. But I said it before, and I will say it again. You cannot love. Give me 1 second, guys. So I want to believe that those that called or wrote that email were Koreans, but I don't know any of them. I don't because no names were mentioned. It can only make sense if they were Koreans. Okay. Now, if they were doing that because they felt the case were not taken care of, I've said it here before. You cannot determine the extent of something just by me looking at it from the screens of your phone, your tablet, your computer, your television. You can't. I keep saying it. For those that call CPS on Quora because the baby touched the hot pan, they felt heaven has been let loose. No. Something you watch, you cannot determine the degree. For example, the child was having a running nose and all of that. You don't know if the child was running temperature. You don't know if the cold had already been contained. So to me, that was overstretching. That was overreaching. That was going beyond. And they did it, if you ask for my opinion, I want to believe they did it out of love they have for Cora. But they went, like I said, overreaching. There's something we need to know. If a child is not running temperature and if the cold has been contained, that maybe 3 days has lapsed from the start of the cold, the child is free to move around after that. And the running nose eventually will fall into place. But some people are very, very invested, and that's why it really hurt them so badly. I want to believe that we are learning something. This might not be the last thing that might happen on social media. In case of another situation happening, know how you put in your emotion into these things so that you can be able to stand when you hit the rock. I called it shock absorber in my last video. You should have some room for yourself. Give yourself some care, some love and affection. Create a space to accommodate whatever life throws at you. When I mean life, human beings, weather, stress from workplace, hustling, money, in general, what life throws at you. How do you retreat? How do you reset? How do you distress the situation? Find a way to create more room and don't ever carry another person's burden on your head. In Nigeria, they will say you carry it like a box of gala. No, don't. Laura Lee, thank you for joining today. Laura said they were fans, not bloggers, and they openly admitted what they sent. Yes, you're so right on that one. The person that called the emergency fire truck made a a post that I was the one that did that because I felt the daughter was sick and she was being neglected. Like I said, that is overreaching. But if you know the country where you are in America, sometimes they overreach, okay? So, and some of those overreach could be very good and save lives. I'm going to give you an instance. There was a case I discussed here last year about the five Black Americans that were adopted by a husband and wife, a Caucasian husband and wife, and they used those kids as slaves. They kept them, I think it was in a shed, not in the home. They were sleeping on bare floor under the cold. They had no shoes on. They barely eat, no water to take proper bath and things like that. It took a neighbor that overreached, neighbor that was so nosy to have noticed the condition of those kids, them going inside the shed at that hour, and then to call the police. When the got to the place, because they lived in farm area, when the sheriff got there, they now realize that these kids were never taken care of. So sometimes overreaching could save lives. And I want to believe that that person that made those emergency call was doing that in good faith. I don't want to believe they did that to, you know, cause problem with Korra. My case, and I will say it's my opinion. Okay. All right. Let me read more comments and then we'll continue. Joe say, Q lady, honestly, that man went too far. I'm not sure he's human. Of course he's human. Joe, you haven't seen anything. No. There are some entitled Oyibos. When I mean they feel so entitled, they can say anything and get away with it. And you notice that from this just concluded election, how Mr. Trump spoke. There are some people that feel so entitled that they can't even tell you they are sorry. Like I said, Cora apologized to the ex. I'm sorry, Justin, blah, blah, blah. He's a good father. Let's see if Justin is going to also make a public video and say, I'm sorry, Cora. Let's make up and see how we can see our kids through life and mind our businesses. Let's wait and see if that will happen, but it's not going to happen. Jade was addressing Jabba earlier today. That girl was dragging Cora. I don't give 2 cents about what you said. Please, it's not relevant. And also, the moment we stop giving things some relevance, the better for all of us. To be honest with you, better for all of us. The moment we stop, making those kind of situations, let them feel they are relevant because she's talking about Cora. Let her talk about Cora. I mean, let her talk about Cora. Cora doesn't want any drama, so don't give it to Jeba. Don't. I mean, for what? It doesn't make sense. So I really don't care about what Jeba is saying and what she's not saying. It's not relevant, to be honest. So, hi Brooks, thank you for joining. Thank you so much, Entertainment Daily. If Cora wants to reconcile and go back to her vomit, then she really have no shame. After he dragged her and Nancy and her husband and Papa Bidi in the dirt. Brooks, that's a statement. That's really, really a big statement. If she wants to reconcile and go back to her vomit. The ladies here in the section said, no, that is not happening, that she just wants to co-parent in peace. Mm, my goodness. I don't even want to start imagining what it has been for 3 years and suddenly, boom. And even trying to apologize. Does that mean you should come and talk down on your followers? Oh, it doesn't sound right. Even if you want to apologize, you want to make peace, you want to move on, that's not the reason you should talk down on your followers. But it is what it is. The deed is done. It's time to remedy. And she's beginning to understand it because people were so shocked. Oh my goodness, so shocked, so embarrassed, so disgraced. I will use that word because the other team we are now beginning to laugh at Koreans as though it serves them right. There could be possible reconciliation, but to the extent we don't know. It could just be to reconcile and co-parent in peace. I would like that. And I hope that's what it is. But if she decides to go back, oh, I will wish her good luck. In life, people learn to learn lessons. They see things that they can prevent, but they get into it and then become part of statistics. When you're talking about those that staggered themselves and then came and start making public apology, you will list Korra. That's a fact, whether we want to accept it or not. Those that have dragged their ass and all of that, and then came back to say, I'm sorry to my ex. He's a good father. He's this, he's that. You will name Korra in that statistics. I've always said it here. Let us not make the mistake that people before us or people that we have seen made the same mistake. Let's not fall into it again because it doesn't make sense. Those are things we can prevent. And if you have seen how you played out with someone, why do you want to go that route again? Why? Is it not better you avoid it and avoid being statistics? But it is what it is. People are different. People wants to make the number. Yeah, it happened to me too. I learned from my own personal experience. We all can learn from other people's experiences. All right. Joe said Cora drag like Yahama generator, honestly. Hey, Holy Mary, how have you been? But me and you know deep down that J Brook will never in this life I make a video to apologize. Of course, I know he's not gonna do that. Of course, it's possible. He's not capable of saying I'm sorry. He's not gonna do that. So I hope he extends the hands of fellowship, the hands of goodwill, and do the right thing so that they can co-parent in peace, so that they can stop telling, their minions to go after each other. I really hope. So, guys, if you're watching this video up until this time, that means there is something liking from what I'm sharing, and I need you to do me a favor. Like up this video by clicking the like button. Double click if you're watching from your phone, and that will give a like. And if you're watching from the from your tablet or computer, click the like button. Share this video as well so that I can get to the audience. And if you like what I do here, join my membership to support Oyoyo. All right, Brooke said, remember KO was the one who said on her live that anything with her kids is done to her. Anything, let me read it again. That anything with her kids is done to her kids wrong or her ex breaks her through, they must email the evidence to her. Oh, you see, J. Brooke is also bringing to our attention what Cora said. Like I said, I don't have all her statements. I can't catch up with someone who does a lot of extensive live streaming. Please click the like button, like this video for me. Click the like button, like up this video, okay? Like up this video. I am Team Cora until the wheels fall off. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. This is what Cora needs to hear because a few of her last videos, you can see she became very calm, very cold. She tries to like cheer up, but you can see from her appearance and demeanor that those statements she made was, really affecting her. So I'm glad to know that you're still Team Cora, come what may. That's a good thing. Glad to hear that. All right, guys. I'm going to ask us now, since some of you are saying the reconciliation is not possible, you just want to co-parent in peace, fine. But let us always remember, never say never, because anything can change. Maybe in the future, their kids will bring them back together. It might not be now, it could happen in the future. And I believe opportunities are endless. So let's not say it's not possible. For her to come out publicly in a live stream and apologizing to the ex, saying that he's a good father and he takes care of the children, That was really jaw-dropping for most people, especially somebody like me. I was like, "Whoa." It's I was saying to myself at that point, "Was Korra high on something?" But you all know New Year resolutions will come, and if by the seventh day of the year you're still keeping on to that resolution, that means you might carry it through the end of the year. And these things happen before the seventh day of the year, or if not on the seventh day. So maybe Cora is determined to make sure that she has good communication between her and the ex. You know, and I can understand something also. It's tiring when people keep calling CPS on you for the past 3 years. That could be tiring. It could be exhausting. But the thing is, when they were calling those CPS on you, Cora, years ago, when they were calling, they were making notes, research upon research. Miriam of those days, chief um chief master, what would I call her? Um I will say she was the one in charge on collecting documents on how to call CPS, report the case, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't fun. All the Koreans saw it played out live. They fought it, they challenged them, they stood strong, making sure your kids were not taken away from you, making sure you did not drown. There is something somebody said, one of Cora's core supporters said on Esther's post, that the delivery of that statement Cora made came out very wrongly. However, we move. So you know how that statement. When I was watching it, because I caught her live on that day, I didn't even take it as anything. I take it as Cora doing her thing. Because sometimes she can, get offended so badly on a live stream and she started talking. It was much later that I caught her again with Nancy on a live stream, that Nancy was re-emphasizing that the statement was harsh. That was when I went back to rewatch the video, paying attention to everything said. It was until then that I now started knowing why a lot of people were making fuss about it. But like I said in my previous live stream, to err is human, to forgive is divine. All right. Brooks said Justin lied to Cora about the firefighters going to his home because of the fans. There is a lot of fire all over LA, and that's why the firefighters are out. So why KO fell for his lies? Um, Maybe Cora wasn't following the news because this fire is all over the news. Like I wasn't following the news because I haven't really been watching the news. The news in America is so negative. If you're not careful, it's going to depress you. So I don't watch the news. I would rather read on Yahoo on what is happening to be updated than going to turn on the news. When I turn on TV to watch, I watch dramas or watch, criminal investigation or things like that. So I didn't know about the fire until Entertainment Daily was talking about it on her live stream. Boom. I had to call my sister because I spoke with my sister like in the morning, my time, which I'm 2 hours ahead of LA. So my sister did not tell me anything about fire, and she lives in Los Angeles. So when Entertainment Day was talking about it, I said Los Angeles and California fire. I was even thinking it's their usual annual fire because every year they have fire outbreak in California. Not knowing this one actually was happening in the city where people live, where there are houses, businesses, and things like that. I had to call my sister, but she said, well, that she know there is a fire in LA, but in California, but it's not in LA per se, it's another city. But she's fine. I said, okay, if you have people in other area, please check out to make sure they are fine. It's really a big fire. So Brooke is right if firefighters are all over the place. And this kind of California fire, They don't depend only on the firefighters in California to quench their fire. I remember the one of last year, firefighters from Australia to help them because that was a wildfire. People come from other countries to help to intervene in that situation. But this one is entirely different. This one is in the city. This one is happening at the business district. So it's so horrible that the state of that particular city is shut down. And by the end of the day, any homeowner in that city that maybe refuse to pay, homeowners insurance will be at a very big problem. So firefighters are all over the place, siren all over the place is possible. But the thing is, the person that made those calls said, I was the one that called the emergency fire department because the child was not looking well. So I felt the father didn't do anything. That's why I took action. And remember, just a while ago, I talked about the nosy neighbor. Sometimes those kind of nosy neighbor can actually intercept a situation and bring people to victory or deliver people from big problems. And sometimes some of those nosy neighbors will put you in trouble. So it all depends. I remember the story I told you guys here, if you can recall, about a neighbor that called a police on one African man cooking stockfish. If you know, dry stockfish can be very smelly. So they felt the man was cooking somebody in his apartment. So there are people that when once they see something, they must react. They want to take action. And sincerely, something in me is telling me that person that put that call did not have any bad intention doing that. Hi, Suzette. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Brooke said no one was making war for him and Cora. They were concerned about Antenna's condition and Justin was taking his sin. You see? And Brooke also said after he put Athena out in the blistering cold and made her see Cora have the nerves to call him capable and good dad, why he calls her Shawu and other bad names. Brooke, see, if I tell you I want to go back to those name calling, no, no, no. I dropped those ones in 2024 because I can't even begin to imagine that a man will call those things to the mother of his children. So let's drop it last year, 2024, the things that happened. But was it shocking to hear that Cora saying he was a good dad? Exactly. It was shocking, absolutely shocking. If I haven't heard from Cora that, yeah, once they go to their father, they come back sick, I'll be the one treating them, this, da, 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 da. A good father wouldn't bring you a sick child, he will make sure the child is not sick. But it is what it is. So we mute. Hi, Cheke. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're safe in California. Our prayers are going on for all of you in California. God will continue to protect all of you. And for those that have lost their properties or loved ones, we are asking God for strength in this time of need. All right, let's see. Remember, it was the blogger Sweet Peach that made Cora aware of the case on the internet being exactly broke. Today, Brooke, I was having this conversation with someone. This statement you put out here was what the person brought out to me. If not for Sweet Peach, Cora wouldn't have taken restraining order against Crystal. It was because of the video she saw called the attention of Cora and Nancy. That was why that restraining order was started in the first place. So you're absolutely right. So when the person that was analyzing it with me today, that's by the way, Entertainment's Daily, she was like, no, you can't just say like old, haggard, whatever, whatever. Do you know? You can't just call them names. Sweet Peach did amazing with the information she got. And with that, this woman that you got restraining order stopped talking about you. And then that woman will not have access to your children again because you got restraining order. If Sweet Peach had seen that thing and did not act, it would have been same old, same old. So you're so right. You're right. Hi, Janice. Thank you for joining me today. Check and say, what really is the case of the fire? See, Chike, if you ask me, who will I ask? You live in California, so you should know better. I haven't been following the news. It was just yesterday I heard about it. I don't know where it started because this one is a strange kind of fire. It's not like the California fire we know happening in the wild, you know. So I really want to know how this one started. Did it start from somebody's home? Was he electrical? Was he cigarettes? Was what started the fire? I don't know. And coming to catch up now will be very difficult because there is no news that will be talking about how it started. They'll be talking about the damage is done, the extent is at which is going, the speed of the fire. So I don't know how it started, and I don't want to Google. So that's just what I'm saying. Um, Brooks said now, hey, Justin is having the last life. Brooks, that's exactly what somebody said. That the guy, somebody said that in the comment on Facebook that Korra has given this guy all the ammunition needed. Now he's going to have the last laugh. I think Korra is tired. To be honest with you, Korra is tired. She's exhausted. She's tired. And again, let us remember she went to Nigeria. Nigeria is a country that is all about family. Even when you're dying there, they will encourage you that he's going to change. The culture is that you're not supposed to leave your husband, even when they know the obvious is that you should leave like yesterday. They will still be telling you, you're not supposed to leave your husband. You can work it out. You guys can make it. You guys can work it out. Marriages are not made in heaven, they are not perfect. So she went to Nigeria. She stayed with her friend and her husband in Asaba. She stayed with her sister a little bit, Nancy. So she was among people that their relationships are working. Nancy's marriage is working well between them. Her friend is a twerker. Jamina is a twerker. She even went to club with her almost looking naked. And that's a mother of two and a husband. So a lot of things must have played into Cora's emotion. Why couldn't my own just work out? Look at Gemina. Why couldn't my own? Especially when I married Oyibo. So a lot of things could have played, a part. The other sister, the big sister, living peacefully with her husband. So you never can tell. I'm tired of fighting this man. I will just go publicly and apologize. Let everybody mind their business. It's possible. Like I said, we're all here cheering them on. Seeing Nancy had to make her do that apology, it was very bad how Cora behaved. Yeah, Nancy was because of what Nancy said that made me to go back and watch that first video. If not that Nancy came in that video, say no, your statement was so harsh. I wouldn't have gone back to watch it. That was when I said, "Oh, was it that bad?" Because sometimes you'll be watching a live stream, but your whole attention is not there. So it was until Nancy made those statements that I went back and said, who was Cora referring to? But it is what it is. So it's time to moving on. All right. Laura said, I think the good dad comment confused a lot of bloggers. Exactly. That one shocked me. I had to rewind it to go back a little to to hear it again. Maybe I didn't hear correctly, that kind of a thing. That shocked and confused a lot of people. This was the person that you say, if you hear anything, report it to me, send it to me, let me know. That was shocking. I was like, what happened? What? It is what it is. Very shocking. And what made it worse was when Cora said that fans must send her Amazon gift during her apology. Um, it seems as if she's using the fans by saying that. Brooke said when she was reacting on the comments somebody sent her those emails, she made that statement. If you're really concerned about me, if you're concerned, you should buy me, send Amazon gift. I was like, Cora, what has concern about your child's welfare and Amazon gift got to do together? They're not correlating. You can't put them together. But like I said, those have happened. Hi, Joanne. How are you doing? Welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Cheke said they are still investigating the fire and trying to blame the woman who is the lead of US Fire Department for traveling. Ooh, are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. I hope this is just wildfire that started somewhere so that they don't push the blame on somebody. Do you know how many homes affected? Schools burnt down. I saw Bank of America ATM that was burnt down. I said, Chai, if somebody had gone to take the money before the rest of it burned, they would call the person a thief. But they were like, the money burnt down. If somebody had run when they noticed the fire was approaching very close to that ATM and tried to take the money, that person will go to jail, even at the point of the fire. Mhm. When I looked at those things, I said, schools destroyed, businesses, cars. That's not a way to start a new year. That was what is happening in California is so much destruction. So much destruction. Honestly, so much destruction. All right. Brooke has said Justin has a lot of fake pages, so I believe he's the one who sent those emails to trigger Korra because he wanted to sabotage her vacation. Mm. I don't want to think like that. I don't think he did, to be honest. I try to give people benefit of a doubt. I don't think he did. The person that must have sent them in good faith. I don't think it's Justin. It would be very difficult for me to believe that he did that. Very difficult to jeopardize his vacation. People can go to any extent to make you miserable, but to send those emails to Cora, no, I don't want to believe that. Remember in one of the videos, she openly said Jane had talked to her seriously about her music. I was I was saying to someone the other day that I know exactly Jane has something to do with it. Yeah, Jane must have talked to her about her. Like I said, they had serious conversation. Because look at it from this perspective. Cora lives in America. Most of Nigerian artists they live in Nigeria. Cora could collaborate with Flavor, Davido, Whiskey, Burna Boy, Temi, or Arasta, all of those. But no, she's not getting any of those collaboration. Yeah. So anybody talking to her to take her career more seriously and stop being, this pity party nonsense on Facebook, the person meant, well for her. So they must have had those conversations on focusing on your music. But like I said, live stream can put you in trouble. And if you act on impulse, that means you're not ready yet. You have to know when and when not. Those kind of statement is something you have to sit down on a video and talk to your Koreans. We have fought this battle for 3 years, and my career in one way or the other has suffered. I am taking a new turn in this 2025. I don't want to talk about my ex again. Neither do I want to talk about my kids. You guys, if you truly, truly love me, allow us to co-parent in peace. Um, we don't know how to do these things. We are just young people trying to understand parenthood. So allow us to make our mistakes and learn from them, just like every one of us. I remember the first time I had a baby. They did not give my child a bath in the hospital. They just cleaned the child well. It's expected I give the child a bath. It was tough. I was lucky because I had big sisters. So I had given newborns birth in the past, so it wasn't difficult. But because I had a C-section, it was painful to be doing all of those at the early, you know, immediately after your C-section. So we have gone through certain things that formed who we are today, or try to help us chart a course of what we want to become. So Cora and the message she passed, and at the time of sending that message, all shades of wrong. I keep saying it. Live stream is difficult. If I make a mistake here, I can't take it back unless I delete this video. And maybe before I realize I've made a mistake deleting the video, most of you guys here must have downloaded the video, so I can't take it back. But if I sit down to address my audience, when I finish sitting down, making the video, I will go through the editing process to take up the ones I don't think that fitting right. When I present the final work, you wouldn't know the rough edges I took out. That's why I keep talking about emphasizing. on making videos, but Korra is not getting it. She doesn't get that part. I know it comes with stress, but man, you're known already. You're making money. If you make such 5 minutes video on Facebook, it can get you to 2, 3 million easily than a live stream can. A live stream can get you hundreds of thousands as somebody who is big, but short videos can get you to millions. Take a look at her tutorials page. One whole scene, she can create it to 7 videos, and her videos are ranking in millions. But Korra is not getting it. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is. Marjorie, thank you for joining. Marjorie said, I watched the video and I was concerned about what Korra was saying. I was feeling a little displaced. Displeased. Exactly. A lot of people felt that way. A lot of people felt that way. But to me, I believe it's coming from somebody who wants to start afresh. But unfortunately, the way she put it out there was all shades of wrong. Somebody who wants to, you're having a brand new year. You want to channel your energy in what is positive, what is going to help your career. Name calling doesn't help anybody's career. Calling them old women, you old hags, old this, old that, it doesn't help anybody's career. We can still be polite and pass our message. That's what I believe. Politely pass your message without cussing out anybody. All right, Petal said, in my opinion, one email was enough. The Koreans were concerned that all those emails and dashing even her sister Nancy got emails. Yeah, I think Nancy also said that Cora also, forwarded those emails to her. Maybe they sent separate ones to Nancy. I don't know. But like I said, and I will still say it again, it might not be related to this Cora, but I'm using this as a means to pass information. If you're an adult, how you handle your emotion is number one thing you should learn. And you don't just start learning it when you're becoming an adult. You start teaching your children how to handle their emotion. Emotion can make a little child in school to fight because her classmate or his classmate cussed out his mother or her mother. Then you can understand the childhood playing his thing. But for an adult, how do you handle your emotion? Life is never built on roses. You wake up in the morning, your bed is all made and roses everywhere. No, life is tough. Talk more of the social media life is even harder because you're listening to reading from people you don't know where they're connecting with you from. You can't see their faces. You can read and see what they are writing, but you don't know who they are. You don't know what they have gone through in a day. You don't know the stress level at which they saw your video and what is pushing them to react. So, ability to handle your emotion is number one thing every adult should be able to learn. Because you can't go to your workplace and if your colleague or your supervisor or your manager says something, you go there and start throwing tantrum. You don't. If you feel something is done wrongly to you, you put it on in email writing straight to human resources. Let them take care of it. Throwing tantrum will get you sacked. So no matter what they said, no matter the emails, I tried to explain this part that Petal said in my previous live stream. What is the level of provocation? She got the email. She read the email before she entered the plane. So what is the level of provocation? You must have, you know, thought about it. Maybe you called your sister, you discussed that about your sister. Because in law, those things are what is considered when you're, you know, discussing a case. You talk about intent, motive. She was provoked. What was the level of provocation? Was it something she got 3 days ago, a day ago, 30 minutes before the live stream? What was the level? So those are the things we as humans, it's not just about Korra. All of us, let us learn how to do what? Handle our emotion, be in control, in charge of our emotions at all times. It might not happen in the way it happened to Korra, It could be that you went for school board meeting, and then one parent was there talking nonsense about your ethnicity, and you get mad and jump at the person. We have seen in the American court a guy that came to court jumped on a judge and started beating a judge. The person is now serving um, terms in the prison for beating the judge on top of the case that brought him to court. So it simply goes to show maturity, how to handle your emotion, and also how to handle the internet age, the social media. It's not every comment you respond to, it's not every comment you read out, honestly. Janice said, I still love, Korra still loves him. Janice, you cannot be wrong here. You can't, because I know Mr. Korra Obidi also still loves Korra. That's why I said anything is possible. He can still reconcile. You can't be wrong here. You can't be wrong. I believe that they still love each other. I believe that. Forget that, when I watched Waiting to Excel, that was done by Whitney Houston many years ago, you will see love can easily turn to hate. It's just a thin line between love and hate. That was where I understood that. I took that video, you know, practically what they acted, it can switch like that. And that's what happened to Cora and Justin. I still believe they love each other. So, yes, I'm feeling for her because this same blame may lead to her resignation. Hey, that fire person. Oh. Ah, this one is not resignation only. I hope she doesn't buy herself. With the level of destruction in California, I hope she doesn't buy herself. All right. They will blame Cora for the wildfire as she was in Africa. The only wildfire. You, Lady D, you're so funny. All right. So Chiaki is talking about the fire here. So terrible. I was around that area last month. It is well. God is really guiding us. Amen. All right. Laura Lee said, Nancy says she's willing to burn the whole thing down and start from scratch with new fans. What? Are you serious? Is that the route they want to go? Wow. Wow. Is that the route Nancy and Cora want to go? They want to burn down their whole fans and start from the beginning. Good luck to them. Good luck to them. This is contradicting the apology that Cora made. How could you come out and say this? It's pure contradiction. You can't be saying you're sorry and then you're saying you don't care, you are willing to burn down the whole fan base and start from the beginning. Oh, what are you taking people's emotion for? Yeah, I believe that everybody, every human being matters, all of us. And dwelling with people's emotion, no, no, no. If that's what Nancy said, I'm so sorry that she actually spoke in that vein. That is very, very appalling. Very appalling. Very. All right, let's see. Just like her hair tutorial, see how short her videos are and she gets loads of views. Why can't she learn from people like that? Exactly. Name calling is not good. Sometimes I think she could be very lazy. Yeah, Suzette, you could be right there because to be honest with you, if I have the energy and the time, I will be doing less live stream and more video. But because I'm very engaged, when I have two kids and they have a lot of curriculum activities they're into, so it doesn't just stop with school, you see everybody at home. I work full time. And then when I'm finishing from work, sometimes from my work, I'm going to one school activity or one activity or the other. And I will still come home to be a mother, a wife, and a content creator. So it's tough. The moment I can structure my time better, I'll be doing less live streams and more videos because you have time to edit, you have time to make it look professional, you have time to make it look the way you want, okay? Not just saying things and going all over the place at the same time. So you can be very, very right here. It takes somebody who will, knock it out over and say, no, I'm gonna do this and I'm determined to do it and I follow through. I will work on getting it done. So you could be very right here. Hi, Ernestine. How are you doing? Thank you for joining today. Adama said, Jenny Smith, she don't. That's why she divorced him. If she could have stayed and encouraged the abuse, now look at her. She has done so much for herself than when she was married to the sick man. Hmm. Sweetheart, never say never. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Never say never. That's one thing I've learned about life. If anybody had told you that Korra will go on a live stream and say that he's a good father, would you have believed it? No. Adema, let me know. Would you have believed that Korra will be the one calling this guy a good father and saying, I am sorry? If anyone has said that last year, would you have believed it? So never say never. Once certain words comes out of the mouth, it's hard and impossible to take back. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Janice, that's your opinion, and I respect that because, like I said, anything is possible. Anything. Oh, seven girl said, why is Nancy always talking for Cora? I have no idea. Oh. That's her support system, I guess. Sonali, you're right. She did what she did because of her beautiful daughters. There's so many ways to do that, oh, honestly. No, she wants to be her own without him. Listen to Nancy. Okay, that's good. Liz Labode, thank you, Queen. Thank you for joining me today. How are you doing? Um, so I said, hard work pays off. All she needs to do is to take her business seriously. She likes the easy way out. See, it's not like in the easy way out. It's a lot to be a mother and be a parent and do it alone. It's a lot. Not easy. It's a lot. But for Cora, I guess because she's is full time doing motherhood full time, she's not working for anybody. She can actually figure her time out. If I have the time working for myself and all of that, maybe it would have been a lot better. Her tutorial is able to do what she's doing because she's stay-at-home mom, so she got all the time for herself. She's not giving any employer her 8 hours, her 10 or 12 hours. You understand? So anyway, let's see. Kenya Adamu said, question, what has Cora got to do with 50-50 co-parenting? Each is responsible for what goes in their home. When it comes to the children, why should Cora fly back for something that happened at the father's house or space? Plus, Justin does this each time to drive traffic to his page when Cora is outside the country. Let Cora be, promote her beautiful music, and send emails to her management, period. The 50-50 doesn't mean you have to pry into what is happening in the other partner's home. No, 50-50 means you have the children the same amount of time with the other party. If this party is getting 2 weeks, the other party gets 2 weeks. That's what the 50-50 means. And while the child is in your care, you have to cater for the child. You don't expect the other person to pack food they will eat when they are visiting you. So that's basically what it means. They have equal rights over their children. That's what 50-50 co-parenting, equal rights, just like 50-50, equal. Nobody has more rights against the other. That's simply what that law means. And then for Cora flying back, I want to believe it was time for her to return. Okay, because she has been away for I think over 2 weeks, and if they're doing rotational shift of the children, so it could be her time to return. She wasn't flying back because of what was happening with her children. No, she was flying back because she was due to return. All right. Love said, hi, how are you, Love? Thank you for joining today. I appreciate your time. Empty said, Nancy even apologized for her. Yes. MT, thank you for joining. Laura Lee just said that Nancy said that she doesn't mind them burning the whole fan base down and starting afresh. Did you see that video? Because I haven't. I don't know if Nancy said anything like that or not. I really hope she didn't because I mean, it doesn't make sense. I honestly think Cora was feeling tired of being tied to all the negativity and bullying. She has a new man, and I'm sure the people will want her tell her to. Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't be tired? Come on, who wouldn't be tired for 3 years? It's always Cora, Justice, Cora, Justice. Your child did this. They will call CPS. Me, as a person that is even far away from Cora, I was really, really done with that. I was so done. If you haven't watched my previous videos from last year, end of last year, especially the one I say CPS called on Cora, I told people to mind their damn business. I've always said it. Why are they calling CPS? Because a child touched the hot pan. They call CPS. And that's the same thing that happened. The child was having a runny nose. They call CPS. Why are they being monitoring spirits? Why? Why? You don't want to talk about the facts of the case. You're talking about petty things that it could happen to anybody. I was looking at one of my old pictures of many years, like over 5 years ago. We came back from from Sunday service one Sunday. We were taking picture. My kids were little at the time, so they were running around. My state is a very cold state. Since this fire in California, I've been praying that God will send them snow. As I speak now, it's snowing in my state. So we came back from a Sunday service, taking picture. My little girl was running around and trying to play catch and tag and all of that. And I was chasing her on my high heels in my lawn. I did not know that one of the pictures that was taken while we were doing that my daughter has a, a has a bug on her nose. I saw it when Google gave me a reminder of the activities that happened that day. I saw it about 4 days ago. This picture is over 5 years. So for the fact that you see a child, that her child's nose is running doesn't mean the child is actually very sick. And remember, these kids came to Colorado, which is a colder place than California. So there are so many reasons why the child could have running nose. So it's not every little things people are scrutinizing. It's tiring for me. Give me substance. Let me talk about. I don't want all those petty things. They are so minute. But people love those things. June, no, not June. I think it was Baby Atina was on a live stream with her mom. Cora did not know she didn't have on this on. They went and zoomed and on Zoom. Why? You're supposed to protect a child. It takes a village to raise a child. Instead of you to protect the child, they went zoomed and on Zoom and were sharing all over social media. You tell me those people are sane? No. So let me not go into all of those because I don't want to work my emotion. I've talked about it. When that fire thing called they call CPS, I gave several instances, real life experiences. Even the one that happened to my niece when I was a baby, I was about 12 or 10. They happened. I gave a lot of instances in that video. It was done last year. And I told people to leave them alone. It's not everything you zoom and on Zoom, you scrutinize. No, it will not take anybody anywhere. All right, let's see. Long said, I do feel she has been thinking about it for a while. Some people became too controlling towards her. Cora is a fierce spirit. Yeah, you can say that again. You can say that again. She might have, she really gave her life serious, thought this December. She did. And also the people that surrounded her at the time, her friend with her husband, and her friend is number one twerker in Nigeria, and her sister and her husband, her two sisters and their husbands. So she has had opportunity to reflect over life. Where am I going to with all this back and forth? What is happening to my music career? I bet you people would have been collaborating with Cora if there is no too much negativity around her, but the negativity is too much. So I want to believe she gave it a real, hard thought, and it reflected in the way she She put it out there, which is really sad. All right, let's see. At love, nobody's controlling. Korokora needs to learn how to ignore things, even if it's negative. Yeah, exactly. We spoke about that as well. Sunshine said, you guys think Korra hate herself to go back to JD. Come on now. Korra knows what she's doing. She doesn't want to say anything bad about him. He can get angry and pass it on to the kids. Come on, guys. Okay. So when she was saying, no, tell me about it. If you see anything, report me that this guy is this, he's doing that. So the kids were not in the picture, or the kids just fell from the moon. No, that wasn't the reason. No matter how we justify what was said is not right. And I love being very objective with situation. I don't like sugarcoating. What was said was horrible, especially to the people those things were said to. What I want to believe people should be looking at way forward, how to make amends, how to make the situation better. That's what I want to believe that people should be thinking about, not trying to justify what was said. Okay, it's not easy, or nothing like easy way out. I may say she can employ someone to edit her videos. That's another thing, especially a big YouTuber like a big social media person like her. Employ someone to do your editing for you. A week in and out, so she got the I didn't get that, okay? Love said at MTA, she ignored so much, but people were often blaming her and telling her to do this, do that. Sometimes she blocked people, but many stars and dared start doing that. Okay, star sender started doing that. Oh, those sending stars. Okay, oh, okay. Um, he said he just called her a bad mom in December on December 10th and called him a great dad throwing shit. I'm surprised though. You remember that post he made that American legal system making a terrible dad look horrible while allowing some things to horrible mothers to be. I can't even remember how Mr. Korra said it. You're so right. He did. He did. I did not hear her say he was a good father. Oh, Ernestine, really? Go if you're watching from YouTube, go to the video that said en route to America. That's where you're going to hear that. Okay? That's where she said that. That's but the video where she made that statement. So you can go watch that. Also, remember she can badmouth her members. Ah, the one she said was also referred to her followers. Okay. God bless you big time. Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you. I really appreciate. MT said, I'd love that was not her fans blaming her or telling her what to do. I saw all those things. King even got upset. The other side is blaming. That the other side is blaming. Yeah, that's true. He would start his note taking and restraining order again if she would have called him a bad dad. Hmm. You don't even need to call bad names. I've said that there are so many ways to get around this. Thank you for the emails you sent about my daughter. You don't need to call CPS because I want to trust that their father is taking care of it. And I can't do anything here until I get home. Politely discharge the statement. You're a public person for crying out loud. So knowing how to do public control shouldn't be a problem. You don't have to come and start cursing people. You don't have to because you don't know if that person meant well, and you don't know if your statement is going to offend those that you've been running this race with. So the best thing to do is to find a way to say it nicely without offending anybody. I've given this advice several times. If you don't know what to say, do what? Shush. Don't say anything. If you have opportunity to put something in writing, put that thing in writing and post it. It controls a lot than you coming live uncensored and then somebody will put up something that will make you mad, and your hairs are what? Straightening up immediately. Even when they are so kinky or so C4 like my own, all of them standing because you're working on your emotion. Know how to control your emotion. It's called what? Anger management. You'll be able to control it, know when to get angry, when not. All right. Ernestine said the runny nose came from Dustin calling himself putting baby A in timeout, which was outside in the cold while in Oregon. Wow. Outside in the cold, timeout. Gosh. Oh my goodness. Phew. That was a little too far. I live in a cold state. That's not how to discipline a child. Never. Never. Was that what happened? Oh my goodness. Especially a child that lived in LA and knows nothing about code. Oh, that is too hard. Empty, she said herself she cannot send me stars and think you can tell me what to do. Oh, yeah, yeah. Korra makes those kind of statements. You cannot send me stars and think you can tell me what to do. Yeah, that's true. But I know as a fact, some of the people that contacted who they were, but don't want to mention some names. Okay, okay. The thing is, don't let anybody control you. I will say that. However, your response, how you reply to things matter a lot. It does matter. If you just reply to every provocation, you're working your emotions up. You're giving yourself high blood pressure. Learn to what? Control your emotion. When you need to fight, you fight. When you don't need to fight, if you don't know the right word to say nothing. And I did see that video of Nancy trying to make peace, but Nancy, it seems like Cora wants to burn everything to the ground. Okay, it was Cora that said doesn't mind, but oh my goodness, not Nancy wanted. Oh, it was. Oh my goodness, you don't want to read that again because I mean, are you serious, MT? Ah, wow. MT King usually say not to tag her. I think King meant well towards Cora. But from a higher perspective, bullying her ex didn't help Cora. Love, are you suggesting that that email and whatever came from King? Was she the one that sent those things? Was she? Because the way people gathered in her comment section, I was beginning to think, did those things come from King? Hmm. I don't know. Cora on live, she gets okay emergency alert, so she's outside checking it out. Wow. Hmm. Is well, oh, honestly, is well. Is really well. Is well. Like I said, in everything that happened, in life, there's always a learning moment for me. And that's how I've been going about my life. There's always what is it that we are learning from what happened before? If you are in public space, if you're a public, figure, number one thing is how to manage your emotion before your audience. I remember what happened to Bonner Boy. Somebody jumped on the stage to hug him, and he kicked the person with his boot. It didn't go well with a lot of people because audience will always have their opinion, and you can't force them to see things the way you see it. Just like our names are different here, our opinions will differ. It's that simple. So it's not what works for you. It cannot work for everybody. And the moment we start realizing that we all hold different opinions, then we'll start respecting each other's opinion. I would have said yes, yeah, I stood with what Cora said, 100%. But the reason why I cannot make that utterance is because I know how those Koreans fought in her case. So it will not be nice of me to say, yes, I can understand what justify that statement Cora made. I can't. I remember a few live streams that I did hear some of the Koreans came, yeah, and admitted we are the ones that said, Korra, stand this GoFundMe. We, I made sure she refused. We kept on encouraging her until she started it. And when I went back to check the GoFundMe, that person donated 1,000 grand. So there are people that have invested in this situation to make sure another young woman is not drowning, to keep her afloat. So I won't come here and say, yeah, I justify one. There is nothing to justify here. The number one thing as a content creator is to not let your subscribers, your followers walk you up. You don't have to read every reply on online. If you want to address something, make a video specifically for that and address it. I've said it several times. But the thing is, I am a small YouTuber, right? I don't I don't have numbers on Facebook. Maybe that's why people are not taking these things I'm saying serious. Maybe I should give you my credentials. I am a lawyer, I'm an attorney. I have masters in business administration, masters in public administration, masters in law as well, philosophy. So tell me, and I've had over 20 years of work experience, both are in legal practice as attorney that goes to court, in private sector, and as well in the state government. So tell me, for the fact that we come here, we say this, we talk from experiences. So when I said some of the things I said last year, there are so many ways to control the crowd. There are so many ways. The worst you can do is to go live, especially if your emotion is not in check. Going live will be out of the way for you. When you know you have control of your emotion, yes, I will advise you can go live. But if you're not, if you're that kind of a person that a comment can trigger, you have no business going to respond to people on social media, especially on a live. Let your lawyer do the talking. Let your advisor do the talking. Put out a statement and that ends it. Anyways, I'll be running on very quick, very shortly. So let me read the comments and catch up and see. At Love, I've been Korra's fan base for 13 years. So I know who is doing the BS, okay? But this time it was not her people or fans blaming her. MTA, sincerely speaking, what you said here, if you wake me up tomorrow, I will tell you it wasn't her fans. If you wake me up from sleep, I'll still say the same. So I understand that. I really do. All right, let's see. Oh, Ernestine, thank you so much for 200 stars. I'm not checking on Facebook. Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you. I'm actually streaming with StreamYard, so I can stream on both platforms at the same time. So it's not showing me anything happening on Facebook. I appreciate your support. God bless you immensely. Okay. Abby said Cora is too rude. See, Abby, situation of life can actually make you rude. It can change your demeanor and make you a rude person, especially when you are always on an attack by others. It can change everything about you. So sometimes that attitude is what wards off some bad people from you. It's like you're giving them the same energy they come at you with. So I wouldn't put it at that is the real Cora. It could just be her social media life. If you come for me, I come for you kind of thing. Or the real Cora would definitely be different from what you just described. Cora just posted that she got emergency evacuation alert. Oh my goodness. So that thing is getting close to her. Oh no. Hmm. Okay, Sammy is of the opinion that okay, if Cora is saying that he's a good dad, he's a good dad, capable dad, yet under his care in his home, his so-called babysitter took inappropriate pictures of his kids. She asked him for permission to share, and they gave her permission. See, sweetheart, you got everything right. So let's not even go. Let's not go back to 2024. I don't want to remember some of the things. If I tell you I'm not surprised about that, is a good dad coming from. Korra. I am still shocked. The moment I heard it, I said, no, I had to take the video back so that I would hear it again. Still shocked. It came as a rude shock. Really? Coming from Korra? Ah, well, it is what it is. Korra definitely misspoke. Yeah, that's the truth. Let's just be honest with this. As a true supporter, I was disappointed with her comment, but her loose lip will definitely sink ship. Oh, I believe she regrets the why she her statement came out, the way her statement came out. Yes, I believe she still regrets it. I believe so too. No one, no, not at all. King didn't send the email. Okay, okay. I was wondering why King's name were coming here and there in that angle. So exactly, King would never send emails. Okay, that's great. It was his follower that sent her those disgusting emails about her child. Hmm. What I meant is King often told people not to tag Cora. Okay, okay, or not to contact her. Okay, thank you so much for that clarification, love. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Sammy Lee. If for people like Sweet Peach reached out and gave the information that was sent to her. Exactly. Sweet Peach did amazing. If she hadn't, shared those videos or pictures, that restraining order wouldn't have been obtained. And that woman would have still be visiting the children in the man's house. So we all know how it played out. So when you say a good dad, I was like, okay, oh, this was a guy that they took pictures, videos of the children, and he came and justified it and told everybody FBI reviewed it and it was nothing wrong with it. Then when he went to court, the court put a restraining order. So I don't know which one to believe. However, they know better. He's a capable man now, but that's not what I read in the book. Oh my God, Sammy, Sammy. Somebody was arguing about this in another live stream that I watched. I was like, wow, don't make people start thinking otherwise about I bought the book. From time to time I go back to to read again. Okay. So anyways, please like up this live stream if you haven't liked the video. How can I be having all of you come in and go without the lights going up? Like the live stream. Support Yo. If you like what I share here, join my membership on YouTube. That's how you can support me, okay? Join my membership on YouTube. All right. Let me read the rest of the comments and we'll be calling it a day. It's been an amazing evening with you all. And I really appreciate your contribution in the comment section. It's been flowing very nicely. Holy Mary said bullying her ex didn't help her. Has her ex called his dog to order? Until he does, she should forget about peace. Hiya, ya. Holy Mary, you're not sounding like your name right now. Anyway, the way she slapped her followers in the face, I wish she had the same energy with the Mumu that took those pictures of her kids. Ah, you see, Sammy has a point here. She does. Honestly, she does. I think she was overwhelmed. Her eyes looked tired. Okay, if you were overwhelmed and you look tired, that is the reason why you should put your phone in your bag. Don't you think so? I wanted to come live this afternoon at my lunch time. I wanted to come live. I was tired. I was sleepy. And I didn't want to sleep because I'm still at work. What I did was I walked down because my husband also works from home. I walked down to my hubby's office and started chatting. I went down to the kitchen. I got a tea just to keep myself busy. I could have just knowingly that I was very tired. I said I must still do that. Like no, if you're tired, you rest. Didn't she get emails and pictures of her kids while she was in Nigeria last year? Sammy, your brain is functioning. It's very alert. You're not forgetting anything. Exactly. That was the same time she got those emails and got the pictures of the video from Sweet Peach, and she sent a chat on their parent app asking him to do something. And even when she came back, it wasn't the same energy. I feel you. I get you. Thank you, Sammy. If Wasn't for people like Sweet Peach, K, others who reached out and gave her information, but to turn around and said he's a good dad. Ah, see, MTA, that one really tire me. Oh. That good dad. You could have even said every other thing. That he's capable of taking care of it. But good dad. Hey, hey. Father's Day is coming in July, oh, right? Father's Day. So she might as well make a trophy and appoint him the best dad of the year. Anyways, just said, Mom, I want to go to sleep. Feeling sleepy already. Thank you so much, Jo. I really appreciate your time. God bless you. Real good. Evelyn said it's very simple equation. When your life depends on the public, you have to learn to curtail your tongue in public. And if you don't, then you must live with the consequences. I cannot condemn Korra. Whoa, that's a good one. When your life depends on the public, you must curtail your tongue in the public. Okay, I don't, if you don't, then you must live with the consequences. So the consequences, I guess, those that we are sending those, they got what they, what they, Korra gave. They deserve what they got. Is that what you're trying to say? And at the same time, Korra should also learn to control her tongue. It's not everything that comes to your head you say. Okay, it's like a two-way thing. This person control your end, and this person watch what you say. Did anyone see him combing Juni's hair? I think I saw that one on somebody's page. I just passed. I honestly think she needs a PR manager at this point, and that is the best advice this evening. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you. She sure needs a PR manager at this point. They will make a very, very detailed statement and put it out there. She does need one. She has so much potential, but she can't. She's at risk of using her mouth to destroy everything she has worked so hard for. Yes, I agree with you. She needs a PR manager to put out a statement, and that ends it. See where our focus goes, energy flows. If Cora wastes all her energy on her ex, she cannot focus on her career and the new thing. Exactly. Yeah, she cannot focus, but there is a way you can still transition those people that have been with you for this length of time. You transition them into your new phase, and they will be willing to follow you with all gladness, not bad mouthing them because you want to charter a new course. No, they are still the same people that will go stream your videos and support you, send you stars, send you super stickers, buy you coffee. No, so you just have to figure out a way, logical way to transition them to your new chapter, to the new thing you want to do. That is the right thing to do. I keep saying it. You don't make good decisions when you're angry. Not you, not me, not anybody. Nobody makes any good decision when you're angry. If you feel people are getting you worked up, if you feel somebody is getting to your nerves, what you will say, okay, thank you guys for joining me today. I will see you guys next one. Let's just call it a day. You shut down the live stream. You're in control. Before you say the one you don't want to say, you can go to the back of your after the live stream and cuss out everybody. Nobody knows about who you cussed out. It's like American story in their kitchen tables, their kitchen island is where they do all the cussing out. The moment you put action, light action, hi, they put up their fake smile. So those are the things you learn. Once you are on camera, hey, you have to be careful. You have to. Better said, in my opinion, the rest to rest the situation, Kora needs to apologize to the Korean properly. To me, Petal, I agree with you on that apology, but if you really ask me, she has to do it professionally so that she doesn't misspoke again. You understand? It has to be short, it has to be precise, it has to be either a short video or a written statement, but not a live stream. Because now that people are talking about her again, other people, even those that hate her, will come on a live stream. That's what I want Cora to understand. So to make this apology that Koreans are looking up to, it has to be a very concise one. It has to be brief, not too long, not a live stream. It could be a short video, it could be a statement. So that after the apology, she can take a day break and then come back the next day. Hi Koreans, how you guys doing? I hope you saw my video yesterday. I truly mean everything I said in that video. I mean every word of it, and I hope you guys have forgiven me. Moving on, this is a brand new year, but you start chatting a new course, you carry them along nicely. That's my opinion anyway. So let me stop talking so I can catch up with this comment. Holy Mary said, if J Bro, who started all of this, doesn't call his dogs to order, it will never end. And hope she knows it. It's no longer 18 years, it's 16 years now. 16 years is a long time, and I hope she never going to come crying when he starts showing her pepper. We pray that doesn't happen. So let's be optimistic and look forward to better things and leave those bad things in 2024. They call her a bad mother for leaving her kids with her ex. Also, one of the emails said the baby A was dying. Um, no matter what the emails say, you speak with your children. You have people eyes you can ask to check for you if you're unable to check. See, no matter what the situation is, no matter how I feel, let me personalize this, right? No matter how I feel, I can't come here and cuss out everybody. I will come here. I've done it, I think, on two occasions in my life. Those that left nasty comments about Korra in my comment section. I will come out here with their names and say what they wrote in my comments. In that case, I'm directing that my anger to the right person. I can't come and box everybody, together and say a statement, generalize it. Try to be specific, try to hold people accountable for their actions. That's why I will do that, pick up that comment or pick up the email and say, today I want to address this person. You that sent me AYZ email, I want you to stop. I am tired of you sending me this kind of emails, writing this kind of comment in my comment section. If you try it next time, not only will I report you to Google, whatever email you're using, I'm going to block you. Specific to that person. Okay, that's what I think. All right, so let me read more comments. We don't put fire out with fire, we put fire out with water. That's exactly what Cora did with her ex. I hope she knows that the old women raised over 75,000 towards her GoFundMe. She literally hurt people's feeling that love her. Oh, I understand. I ask you guys to forgive, okay? When did Nancy say she never heard that? Never heard. No, Nancy said the statement was harsh. That's what I heard. The statement was harsh. Nancy said Cora wants to be her own brand, not tied to her ex. Okay. Yes, he was combing June's hair to look like a capable dad. He was called. The man called good dad is a joke, big joke, honestly. But anyway, he's coming from Cora's mouth, so we'll take that. Okay. I mean, Cora must live with the consequences of everything she does in the public, especially with the support she has gotten from all this while. Exactly. Justin cannot control her destiny. She chose not to give him her energy anymore and just co-parent. Cora has a good attorney now who can literally help if he breaks the rules. All right. And Evelyn said, being a public person comes with responsibilities, especially when you have enjoyed the spoils of the public. I think I'm going to leave it here. Evelyn just concluded our evening live stream today. Thank you so much for this. And that is a fact. Being a public person comes with responsibilities, especially when you have enjoyed the spoils of the public. Yes. When they have rallied round for you, when they have stood by you, supported you, cheered you up, encouraged you, pulled you out from that great thing called depression and made sure they held your hands. You have to be responsible with your action. You have to know how to talk, especially to those people. It's like you're being indebted to them because they showed you grace, not only by their word of mouth, but by their action, emotion, and as well with their resources. So you have to be careful how you go about it. And I want to believe that as we are reflecting on this conversation, talking about it, discussing, we are also learning things that we can add to our personal lives to avoid making mistakes that others already made. Don't be a statistic because I don't want to. This kind of statement that Cora made, I've learned. No matter how angered I am by people on live streams, I should be able to control my anger. I have how many of you here watching me? 70 of you. Imagine one person coming to cuss me out and will now say, all of you bunch of women in my comment section, you people are AYZ. Does that make sense? It doesn't. Rather, I will call the person's name and reply the person accordingly. That saves you from wahala. The bottom line is, like I said, guys, let's learn to control our emotion. Let's know when to draw the line. Let's know when to turn off the live stream. Let's know when to stop talking. If you don't have any calculative thing to say, do not say a word. Rather reach out to your team, either your PR, your lawyer, to put out a statement on your behalf. That is how to contain a problem. Statement. I want to thank all of you guys. Woo! Breaking news! Breaking news! Trump will be sentenced tomorrow because the Supreme Court has denied his appeal. You just scared me right now. Tomorrow is the 10th. Yes. You just scared me. Makadi, you just scared me right now. I thought it has happened already. I forgot tomorrow is 10th. Okay. Okay. Anyways, whether they censor him or not, he's still going to be American 49th president. I guess that's what it is. No matter what the sentence says, they're not gonna take away that from him and give to another. He will pay the fine of 5 million. I think that was the judgment amount. Thank you, Joanne. Great analysis. I really appreciate love. Thank you, Mama. You have a peaceful presence. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you this evening. Please, let's take home lessons from what happened to others. Let's not be counted in the statistics. I'm already a statistic as a Black woman, Black African Nigerian woman living in America. That's enough for me. I don't want to be counted as that person who is rude at people, who doesn't know how to talk to people, who talks brash. No, I'm learning. As people are throwing their mistakes out there on social media, you learn something to be better, be a better version of yourself, be better than yesterday, try to improve. We all believe something new to happen this year. We believe, yeah, we're going to do something, some challenges, some better you this year, better me this year, and things like that. Let's work towards those goals. Let's bring them to put them into action to bring them into fulfillment. I want to be better than I was last year because my kids are watching and they are growing. There was a day I was on a live stream. I can't remember what somebody said. And I said, what the hell are you talking about? My little girl just running down the staircase and heard me. The first thing she said, Mom, you said a bad word. I had to apologize. You get what I'm saying? So every day is a learning moment. And let's not throw it away. Cora has made her mistakes and she's realizing that. She's tried to apologize. And I want to believe you me, I want to believe that she will never speak in that manner again. Some people are like that until they get burnt, they will not learn. Now she got it, she's gonna do better. If truly you love Cora, keep loving her, keep supporting her. Don't drop her halfway. Support her the best you can. The only thing I will tell you, don't put so much emotion to it. Leave some cushion for yourself so that in case, you know, shit hits the fan, you can be able to dodge. So let's learn not to invest our emotion so deeply on other people. And let's know when to take a break. Let's know when to exit the room, especially when the ovation is high. If a lot of people had respected the order of that court, that they should parent in peace, to not go about talking about the opposite, the other person's fans should not be talking about. If they had respected that judgment of the court, we will not be talking about this today. But because they felt that Mr. Korra Obidi's people were talking about Korra, they now followed Justin and the children and kept on talking and talking. No matter how we look at it, Justin is still the biological father of these children. And I want to believe that he loves them. He might not be a perfect father, but people learn. Nobody knows how to parent. You learn at the job. Likewise, Korra. She might not be a perfect African Nigerian woman, but she's doing the best she can at the moment. And she's learning in the course of it. So let's give people that benefit to make their mistakes and learn from it. And as we are learning also from our mistakes. So thank you guys immensely. I really appreciate all of you. Catch me tomorrow on Friday if I can, because I'm not sure how it's going to go tomorrow. But if you're not following me yet on Facebook, do follow me on Facebook. Support what I do here by joining my membership. And also leave me a comment if you come across watching this video. Leave a comment, like this live stream, share. And if you're not following me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel as well on YouTube. Turn on your post notification bell so whenever I go live, you'll be able to catch me live and join the conversation. I want to specially thank all of you beautiful people in the comment section for sharing your opinion with me this evening. As always, my live streams are conversational and I enjoy reading your comments. Thank you guys immensely. I really appreciate all of you. Stay positive, love yourself some more in this 2025 before you start loving another person. Love yourself 99.99 before you start loving another person. Because until you love yourself enough, that's when you can extend that love and affection to me. If you don't have that love to give to yourself, you cannot give what you don't have. So let's start this year by doing right by ourselves and one another. Until I see you guys in my next one. Thank you. Bye.